Most people don't fail because they are lazy, untalented, cursed, or somehow born without discipline. They fail because they keep moving in 10 different directions at once, wasting their energy on distractions, impulses, comparisons, and short-term comfort until years pass and they wonder why nothing meaningful has changed. And that is exactly why this video matters. Because if you study the way a wolf moves toward what it wants, you begin to understand something powerful about success that most people completely miss. A wolf does not survive because it is the biggest animal in the forest. It survives because it knows how to focus. It knows how to conserve energy. It knows how to choose a target. It knows how to keep moving even when the path is cold, dark, uncertain, and difficult. And if you can learn to live like that, your goals stop feeling impossible. They start feeling inevitable. Let me ask you something honestly. How many times have you promised yourself that this month would be different, that this week would be the turning point, that this Monday would be the day everything changed, only to find yourself repeating the same habits, making the same excuses, and quietly accepting the same life? That cycle destroys more dreams than failure ever could, because dramatic failure at least teaches you something. But slow repetition of average behavior slowly numbs you until you forget what you wanted in the first place. According to studies on goal achievement often cited from the University of Scranton, a very high percentage of people abandon their yearly goals before the end of the year, and while exact numbers vary, the pattern is clear. Most people start with emotion and end with excuses. Now, you might be thinking, maybe I just need more motivation. No. That is where many people get trapped. Motivation is a spark, but sparks die quickly if there is no fuel, no direction, and no system underneath them. What you need is not more excitement. You need a better way to move. Picture this. It is late at night, the room is quiet, your mind is active, and for a few minutes you can clearly see the person you want to become. A healthier version of you, a wealthier version of you, a calmer version of you, a more confident version of you, a version that wakes up early, follows through, earns respect, and feels proud when looking in the mirror. In that moment, everything feels possible. But then morning arrives. The alarm rings. You delay. You scroll your phone. You tell yourself you will start later because you are tired, stressed, busy, or not in the mood. And later becomes tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes another year. That is how most people lose. Not in one massive collapse, but through tiny repeated moments where comfort wins over direction. And here's what most people don't realize. Those tiny moments are shaping your identity every single day. A wolf does not chase every sound it hears in the forest, because if it did, it would waste precious energy and die hungry. Instead, it observes carefully, chooses wisely, and moves with intention. Humans often do the opposite. We chase every new idea, every shiny opportunity, every trend, every emotional urge, every distraction, every shortcut, every random plan that looks exciting for 20 minutes. We want 6 goals at once. We want instant results. We want progress without discomfort. And then we wonder why we feel mentally exhausted while achieving very little. Researchers at the University of California have reported that after interruptions, it can take significant time to regain full focus, sometimes over 20 minutes depending on the task. Think about that. If you are distracted 10 times a day, your mind is bleeding energy you never even notice. That means the real battle is not time management. It is attention management. Because where your attention goes, your life follows. And wolves understand attention better than many humans do. Most people think wolves represent aggression, but what they actually represent is disciplined patience. They wait, they track, they study patterns, they keep moving when others stop. They do not panic because progress is slow. This is where it gets really interesting. Success in real life often looks exactly like that. The person who becomes financially stable is usually not the loudest person online talking about money every day. They are often the quiet one consistently saving, learning, investing carefully, and resisting wasteful habits for years. The person who becomes fit is usually not the one posting motivational quotes every morning. They are often the one doing ordinary workouts repeatedly, even when nobody is watching. The person who becomes respected is usually not the one demanding attention. They are often the one keeping promises over and over until trust naturally forms. That means your progress may look boring before it looks impressive. And many people quit because they mistake boring consistency for failure. Now, you might be thinking, but I feel behind. No, you feel rushed. There is a difference. Being behind is external. Feeling rushed is internal. And when you stop comparing your beginning to someone else's middle, you gain peace and momentum at the same time. If you want to move toward your goals, use these 3 wolf principles. First, choose one clear target. A wolf does not run in 5 directions. Neither should you. Choose one major goal for this season of your life and give it your strongest energy. Not forever, just for now. Maybe it is improving health. Maybe it is building income. Maybe it is learning a skill. Maybe it is restoring discipline. But pick one main target so your energy stops leaking into confusion. Second, move daily, even when it feels small. Most people underestimate tiny actions because they worship dramatic results. But one workout matters. One page matters. One saved dollar matters. One difficult phone call matters. 1 hour of focused work matters. One honest promise kept to yourself matters. Because every repeated action sends a message to your brain. I am the kind of person who follows through. And self-trust is more valuable than motivation. Because motivation comes and goes while self-trust becomes part of your identity. Third, stay quiet until it grows. Too many people announce every plan before they build anything. They talk about the business before the first sale. They talk about discipline before the first hard week. They talk about success before any sacrifice. Psychological research has suggested that publicly sharing intentions can sometimes create premature satisfaction, making people feel accomplished before real work is done. The wolf does not make speeches. It moves. Let your results make the noise. Many people are closer than they think, but they stop because progress is invisible in the early stages. The body changes internally before the mirror reflects it. Skills improve privately before money rewards them. Confidence grows quietly before it becomes visible in behavior. Like roots growing underground before the tree appears above the surface, real growth often begins where nobody can see it. That hidden season is where weak commitment dies and real commitment is born. So, if you feel like nothing is happening, that does not always mean failure. Sometimes it means foundations are forming. Stop asking only, how do I reach this goal? Start asking, who must I become to reach this goal? Because goals are outcomes, but identity is the engine that drives outcomes. If you keep calling yourself lazy, lost, unlucky, inconsistent, broken, or weak, you will unconsciously defend that identity through your behavior. But if you begin saying, I am becoming disciplined, I am someone who keeps promises, I am someone who trains, I am someone who learns, I am someone who builds, then your actions slowly begin aligning with that story. The brain listens to repeated identity statements more than most people realize, so choose your internal language carefully. Look, there's a stronger version of you waiting, calmer, focused, more confident, but you won't reach it by drifting from distraction to distraction, waiting for the right time. At some point, you have to decide that enough is enough. Move with direction, even when it's slow, even when no one is watching. That's the wolf mindset. Focus, patience, persistence. So ask yourself, will you keep wandering or finally choose a path and go all in?